guess this isn't the normal intro. This isn't
Nope.
explaining
Hey, guys.
Warhammer to my girlfriend.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. I took over. Now we're getting sexy. It's time for Smash or Pass. This is John. He's providing the pass or smash.
Hi, I'm John.
By the way, buy our shit. Let's go!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a different kind of video. We're doing Smash or Pass, Necrons edition. I have with me, as always, my lovely significant other, Kari.
Hello.
And today we have the provider of this list, our good old dear friend, our actually guy, Mr. John.
Hello, I'm John.
It's
I correct
John.
Ava a lot.
Woo! We stand John!
I don't think the audience understands how many times I message you to say, hey, John, could you double check this note in the script? And then he'll reply back, that's completely incorrect, and I get really upset. I usually say something along the lines of Warhammer is stupid, and I hate it.
Well, arguably, I'm the one that got you into Warhammer in the first place. So.
It's true. You showed me TTS, and I was so confused.
This is all John's fault.
You just had to go. You watch TTS, and you're like, "What the hell is going on?
What's happening?
I need to know more."
I have to. Listen, I saw a Space Marine and said, that looks cool, I guess. And then I saw a Khorne Demon and said, that looks neat. And then I was like, that's the same thing? And then Total War came out and had a lizard person. And I said, okay, now I think I'm hooked.
We do stand the reptile.
So before we get started, we have to lay down some rules. Particularly what defines a smash and or pass. We're going to be looking at Necron models. Some of these models are characters.
Like Miranda Kerr.
So,
Candace Swanepoel.
sort of.
Adriana Lima.
Sort of. So if we like the model, or that particular character, or their lore, or what have you, we would say something like Smash. Pass is if the model is stinky, the character isn't very good, or we just don't like their lore, or it's super outdated. In which
Are we gonna get canceled by
pass.
Warhammer?
By, like, Games Workshop?
They're gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, "Ugh, screw these guys, they don't like my stuff.
They don't like our models. Quickly get rid of more.
Burn the data sheets!
On the topic of Necrons, real quick, I've been actually listening to The Infinite and the Divine, the audiobook. Yeah, it's really good. And it's actually super convenient because we have a new sponsor, Raycon.
Raycon! I love Raycon.
Yeah, so it's been actually really great because I can listen to it on the go or when I'm doing chores or anything. And I got all of his little machinations in my ear, and it's great. He's got questionable morals. But anyway, Raycon!
Raycons offer amazing quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands.
Ugh, money is expensive.
They have very comfy, optimized gel tips that are designed to fit comfortably in your ears, whether or not you're doing chores, running, or simply sitting around doing your hobby. Listen to Trazen's inner thoughts as he goes through collecting and doing random shenanigans.
You can also do random shenanigans with him, but they literally won't fall out. I have teeny tiny ears.
And they're super comfy. With 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life, you don't have to worry about whether or not Raycons are up for the task.
They're charged.
If you click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/numbskulls, you get 20% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/numbskulls to get 20% off your purchase and free shipping. Thank you, Raycon.
Thanks, Raycon!
Also, don't forget, you can pick up some of our cool merch over at orchidate.com. We got comfy pants and comfy hoodies and more on the way. That's orchidate.com/numbskulls. Also, if you would like to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/numbskulls, where you can get access to an exclusive Discord, ask questions for the show.
Why are you making this? Who do you think is listening to you?
No idea.
What is Battle Gavel?
As well as early episodes and being able to vote on a video topic.
Democracy.
That's patreon.com/numbskulls.
Yeah, come check out. Come hang out with us, guys.
Now back to the video.
Necrons.
Okay, and without further ado, let's get into it.
Very well. Welcome to Smash or Pass, Necron Edition.
Oh,
Oh, we got a suspicious
Skelly
commissar
boys.
over there.
yeah, what's
in
he
the
looking
corner.
at? He's like, what do you mean? What does
He's
that mean?
concerned.
These are the strangest orders I've ever received.
And we're not too concerned about how you would Smash or Pass today, so
No.
Get creative.
perfect for the robot boys, yes?
Oh yes.
Oh, fully equipped.
All right. We're going to do the just the bog standard Necron Warrior. This is the most current model I think I could find at the
Yeah,
moment.
these are the most current
Yeah.
boys. I think the design's a classic.
Yeah.
I have one critique. The arms are so goddamn spindly when you're putting them together, but that's like they'll snap off before anything else because look at how like small they are compared to the guns that they're holding. And just imagine accidentally, I don't know, tapping that or trying to move it across the battlefield. They'll just snap off. Kind of like Abaddon's old arms.
Yes, it's not a deal.
I'm fascinated by, but always also confused by, the coming in and out of fashion of shoulder pads.
They've got like
These guys have
kind
made a
of-
firm decision.
They've got kind of like Beetleborg bodies, like their backs. It's kind of like their shoulder plates, like your shoulder blades and your bones are kind of like way more pronounced and exaggerated. It's really interesting as a design.
They remind me of Ainz's little head bones.
They do, yeah.
head
they
bones,
look,
head bones.
his head bone, shoulder pad things.
I don't know. Are those horns? I wasn't.
No, those are like his shoulder pad things. They've got like these weird red orbs that are just fashion. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ainz is very extra in his design, but I appreciate it for what it is.
And, you know, I've been playing World of Warcraft recently, and one thing that World of Warcraft and GW seem to have in common is massive fucking shoulders.
Dude, shoulders. Did you know that's like in right now? We gotta get.
Do you
more
know how much
shoulders.
shit we gotta put on those shoulders? We got like 14 wars going on. We got Beef Jerky Dad sitting somewhere on a real fancy chair, and he's pissed at everyone. That's all I know.
Other than my critique about the arms, I think this design is classic. It's perfect. I give it a smash.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Kari?
Smash. Well, okay. To revisit Smash or Pass definitions.
Do you
Is
like
it like
the mini?
basically, would we buy it?
I think that's a better metric than what we described. Yeah, I would say that. So Smash is like, would you purchase this?
Yeah. Given that, you have the money, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Like if
right
you saw
now,
this on a shelf,
cannot.
would you pick it up?
They don't got boobs.
They don't, but unfortunately, love, most skeletons don't really have those.
Oh yeah, sure. We get boners, but no boobs.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I partial smash.
Partial
Fair
smash.
enough.
I like
Okay.
it. I like the design a lot. It's just not what I would usually reach for over other things.
That's fair. John, how do you
But
Very
feel?
well.
it like in the sense of like cool skeleton designs, it's very like original.
I think it's really the face that like puts it apart from other skeleton designs and apart from it being robots, but the face really helps distinguish it from say a normal skeleton or skull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
John, where would
Alright.
you put this on your smash or pass radar?
Well, as you know, I'm mostly in 40K for the lore, so I don't really go for the models.
That's fair.
So with that in mind, yeah, Smash.
Smash him.
We're smash. They've been smashed. John goes into battle like, for the lore!
That's fair. Yeah. Although again, World of Warcraft, I'm playing Alliance. All right,
for
moving
the
on.
whole.
Oh.
Moving on. We're gonna step it up a little bit. Cryptech.
Oh, look at the little guy.
Oh, but the little canoptic boy. Buddy is optional? No, I want him to be mandatory. Look at them.
No, that's not optional.
Oh, look at them. That's not
Can't just make a
optional.
part of the family optional.
No.
Look at him.
Oh, the
He's a
chin.
little scarab guy.
The chin.
Oh, it's like a
so
beard.
distinguished. Oh,
I feel like it's a beard that I could plug in.
like a USB stick.
Yeah, like that's where he keeps some like his social insurance information. And
I really love this model. I love the action with it. I love it gives this illusion of him like jumping off of the ground. I love the placement of the canoptic boy. It's so good. It's a definite smash for me. I love Cryptex. I love how they look. Oh,
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I feel like I very much like the movement here. I'm not sure why he's doing a Jedi mind trick, but I don't really mind. I feel like I smash.
Well, so cryptics are actually like sort of mages, you could say. So he is
Jedi?
probably, yeah, you could say he's like a Jedi-ish kind of thing. He's casting a spell probably in this movement.
Oh, spoopy. Wait, what kind of spells do they cast?
Melt,
Like fist? Oh.
electricity,
Oh.
things like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Time spells. I actually don't know like a whole bunch of Necrons spells, but I know that they can get really crazy.
They just like to mess with any of the like the basic forces of.
I would be interested to
The
learn
universe.
more about Necron magic.
Oh yeah, we could do like a whole episode in like the explaining series of just talking about like how does magic work in 40K and Age of Sigmar and so on and so forth. Most of the answer is like haha the warp, but for stuff like Necrons where they don't have the warp, it's actually really interesting because they're literally bending reality in order to get what they want.
They already do that. They've already done that a lot in the Infinite Divine, which I'm reading for the first time, or well, listening to for the first time. But they've already done a lot of that.
Oh,
It probably helps that they've switched to plastic now, since that's so easy to bend.
yeah, but Cryptek and our fun little boy, definite smash. Love this.
Yeah, I like the
model.
little guy. Does he have a name?
It is a canoptic spider.
So Kenny.
Sure, call it Kenny.
Kenny.
Kenny the little boy.
Kenny the guy. He goes.
No.
Where do you put this, love?
Oh, I smash. I like all the movement. His little cape's going cray
Yeah,
cray.
it's real good.
And Kenny, you can't say no to Kenny, guys. Look at him.
John, how do you feel about this Cryptek?
Oh yeah, no, he's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
real
that's the kind of model I would get just to put on my desk. Of course, I would be shit at painting it, but
Actually, fun fact, Necrons are by far, by a wide margin, the easiest thing to paint in any 40K thing. I promise you.
that's fair. But I also don't really have a steady hand for that type of thing at all. Anyway,
Here's the thing,
so.
you don't really need to do a lot of details because most of it is just, yeah, base it in black and then dry brush a metal color onto it. And then
Are you trying to tempt me?
Oh, you think I'm not going to try to push you?
Always.
You think I'm not going to try
What
to
are
push you into
friends
buying
for?
a little piece of plastic? A little $45 piece of plastic?
I already got enough Legos. I already know about expensive plastic.
That's fair.
As a kid, you know, my parents spent plenty of money on that.
Oh man, no. I think just as like a little desk prop, this would be perfect. It's so just cute. Oh,
You
I
could
love it.
like take a Christmas light and like put it in his staff and like have it as a little lamp.
There are so many people that just have tutorials on like how to put LEDs into your Space Marine's eyes or your Necron's eyes and things like that. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I have a whole evil plan.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let us move on.
Very well. As a reminder,
Kitty.
these are also not in any particular order. So
Yeah.
the next one up is it's Nemazor Zandrik.
Oh, look at him. What are you buying?
Let's press F to pay respects to our boy.
Oh no, is he not doing good?
This is so two reasons. Number one, he's fine cast, so he's not plastic. Number two, he no longer has a data sheet, which means you can't buy him, you can't play him on tabletop.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, other than the lore, he is gone.
I like to imagine here, because this is what I'm seeing. His little cape thing,
Mm-hmm.
it's all Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is him showing off his collection.
Behold, my collection.
Or magic cards, it could be.
You know, for a fine cast model, I think it's really
He's dabbing.
well. Now that you pointed that out, I kind of hate it.
Oh no.
He's kind of just pointing in a direction, huh? But I mean, I've always liked Zandrik's. I think it's really unique that his head doesn't actually poke out of his collar. It's like sort of in, almost like it's a mantle that he's put on after the fact. It's really interesting, and I really hope that this model comes back in a plastic form with a new data sheet, which is probably what they're gonna do. But if he's gone for good, that would really suck, because I like
Yeah.
Zandrik.
The funny thing is, you mentioned the pose. If you actually look him up on the wiki, some of the art they have of him is in a kind of a similar pose.
We have to go this way.
He's like, the battle is over there, idiots. How do you not see it?
We're gonna have a whole episode about Nemazor Zandrik and boy, that's gonna be fun.
Kari, for reference, he is a little bit crazy.
He's a little
Nemesaur as a title would kind of, yeah.
So Nemesaur is a rank among Necrons that implies that they sithed their way into their position.
Oh, okay, I see what you're like mutiny?
Kind of, yeah. They killed whoever was like in a higher standing, and they just obtained that rank. And this also could be a rank that he achieved before he became a Necron, when he was like in the flesh times, as they call it.
The Necron tier.
The Necron tiers. The tiers of the Necron
Tiers
kingdom.
of the Necrons.
I'd give it a pass, just because it's
pass.
Finecast.
Pass. And yeah, you're right. Even though the art depicts it that way, kind of, the pose doesn't really make any sense. What's up?
It would be very fun to try to individually paint each Pokemon card.
Oh my god.
No.
Imagine going in with like a toothpick.
You say that. You've seen how small these minis are. And
it's possible.
You've seen the plastic ones, and those are like the biggest that we've had so far. Finecast is smaller. So that'd
I have
be
seen
even
people
more
do
difficult.
like Michelangelo
That's true.
shit on their pinky nails.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's crazy.
I can't wait. Somebody should make like a model where it's just like painted detailed enough cards for
Hey,
his
chat.
like cape there. Shall we move on?
Shall we
Let
move
us
on?
go.
Yes.
Let's go. He's pointing us to go. He
I
says,
assume
Alright.
I know who's next.
Yeah,
have no idea,
you
guys.
know who's next.
There's Oberon.
"Oh, it's Songmina
I'm not aware of.
from."
Neither.
Hang on, I gotta pull these out in my head sometimes. Soul Calibur, that's the one. Soul Calibur. Songmina.
Oh, yeah, with the glaive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. So I've heard rumors about Oberon's kit and how notoriously awful it is.
It's because he's only
So-
got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What are you supposed to do with that?
Well, I'm looking at that right now. Like those look like those would snap off pretty quickly.
Well,
too.
that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at his hands holding onto this giant glaive in really badly made Finecast. Oh.
I do this move at the gym though. You slowly go
The
down
deadlift?
and then you come up. Yeah. It's really great for your ass.
So he's supposed to be like a guard. He's like a bodyguard.
Okay, yeah, he
for the
definitely
previous
gives that
guy.
off.
Yeah, and for that, I like the pose. I wish there was more going on with it, but I understand it's Finecast. It's an older model. Also, F in the chat for my boy Oberon, who is also, like our previous category, Xandric, also gone.
He's got the vibe of me in the winter when I've like really done on my scarf all the way around my face and you can't. I feel like this would look really fucking cool if it was huge. Like, you know,
If it was like
the big ass
incredibly
statues in
big.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this guy was one of those, that'd be rad.
I give it a pass, unfortunately.
pass.
Yeah, I feel like I like a little bit more movement
Yeah.
in my still objects. So yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I pass.
The character's cool though. Like there was one
Oh,
instance
yeah.
where like Xandrek was having some folks over for dinner, and then when Xandrek was done, Oberon came in and was like, "All right, anyways, we got to kill you all now," and then kill them all.
What?
There's a bit more to it than that.
What? Why
but-
would you? Oh my god!
There's a bit more to it than that, but yeah, John has the basic gist of it.
This is never eat anything the Fae gives you. Oberon
Do
was
you
a fucking
remember-
sign. I'm telling you here.
Do you remember how we said Xandric is kind of crazy?
Uh-huh.
Well,
That
Killing your house guest? That you...
no. The people he was having dinner with weren't exactly allies.
That's bad luck.
It's a whole thing.
To kill somebody that you're like...
There's a
what's the
reason
word?
why I want to have Oberon and Xandric have their own episode. There's a lot of interesting things about them.
Is that baby girl? I get confused.
No, that's Oreken, who we're coming up on, I think.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So why are the Beatles plotting? What are they thinking
They
about?
do kind of all look like beetles, huh?
Well, you said that there was a beetle with machinations.
The meme? Oh no!
I don't know. You made the video.
No, I misled you. I'm so sorry.
oh no! All right, move.
Move on before she keeps asking questions.
Okay, so before we move on, we're going to go back to non-named characters for a second here, but I assure you, ones
It's
Ava
okay.
looking
I'll name
for.
them. Don't worry. I got this.
Sure, we'll go.
Okay.
We'll go with that. Here we are.
Oh, Sydney.
This is one of those models that you see
Oh.
and you just have to look at it for a little bit because, oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, my
Oh.
goodness gracious.
Okay. Black mage. We love.
So it's a chronomancer. It's a time mage.
Explosion.
I bet they can still cast explosion. Absolute smash. Absolutely. It's just a more intricate cryptech. Like there's a lot more going on with it, but it's
And
so
technically,
good.
they are a type of cryptech as
That's
well.
I
true.
imagine if he had like a girlfriend
Yeah.
and like they were like cute and in love and like on a little cute little Necron date, he would like wrap his little tentacle around her ankle, like when
Demonetized.
they're sitting around her ankle when they're like sitting together, like little tail, like he's doing with his little staff there, like cutesy. I like all the movement. Like it really looks like this guy is like existing. Like it looks
Yeah.
like we're catching him in a moment.
There are people who are much more talented than I who have taken the cube that's in his hand and have painted it as a Rubik's Cube. And
Okay, that's cute.
I think that's hilarious. Yeah, absolute smash. This guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I would smash. I
All
like
right.
he's got a cool like headpiece thing.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like a tree.
I feel like what he's wearing, Padme would wear this.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I see it.
And now you're pointing out it's a shoulders thing again.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
really like the broad shoulders. It's usually associated in fashion with masculinity. That's why you see it a lot in like suits or in blazers for women, because then in the office we have like literally like we take up a little more room.
Mm-hmm.
Psychology and fashion, fascinating subject.
Let us move on.
Very well. Next up.
Oh, you know what would be cool? This guy would look great in a fish tank. Like sometimes I think about like Ava and I have seen a few models that were like that would look cool in a fish tank. This guy, if you did him like a little bit marine, considering his name is Sydney, that would work.
You buy your minis to play them in tournaments. I buy them to put them in little fish tanks. We are not the same.
I buy them to keep my like reptiles company.
Aww.
Fair enough. All right, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Let us keep going.
All right. Next up, we have Necron
Oh!
Overboard.
I've always loved this kit. I love that
look at him.
he's asking you to ponder his orb. I love the little headpiece. I adore the scythe. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, he's
I like him.
He's got it going for him. He's not doesn't seem to me for some reason as nice as say the Cryptech model.
Yeah, there's a lot less going on because he's not like in motion. It's more of him like almost like leading the charge at the front of an army.
I really want to switch the ball out for various items,
Absolutely. Go for it.
like a little cupcake.
You've done well in the endless war. Have a cupcake.
What if you had a bigger version of this guy? You didn't have the orb in his hand and he was like a pencil holder?
Or like a hat.
That's,
hat holder?
That's really big.
Coat rack. You just put your
That's-
coat on him.
The scythe, you put your coat on, you put your hat in his hand, and he's like, thank you. Good.
Thank you.
We'll see
I
you
would, you know what I would do? I would put my like glass of champagne over here. Like I would have him beside the bath, and I would just like use him as a stand, put my
Thank
wine.
you, Necron Overlord. I
A little
like
butler.
I like this. I like this kit. Very good. I smash.
Yeah. I like this too. I feel like it's not as much movement as the ones I've liked before,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel
Yeah.
like it's still telling a story. I still get a
Yeah.
sense of who this guy is, kind of what he's doing.
He definitely gives off that royalty almost feel to him.
Like he knows what he's doing and other people listen.
the leg up on the little crystal really helps with that.
The Captain Morgan pose.
Yes,
Put it.
the
Oh, put a
Captain
Captain
Morgan
Morgan in his hands.
There we go. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
You've had a hard day. Take this.
This guy sells Old Spice. Oh, I'm on a Necron horse. What's a Necron horse? What do they ride?
The Necron, your Necron could smell like.
We gotta do a bit now.
Our dynasty smells better than others.
I guess they don't really have a body odor problem.
I think
Maybe their
Necrons-
joints get like creaky. You think they gotta oil themselves?
I think Necrons do smell, but they can like turn it off if they want to.
Oh, remember the little droid guy who was like, I would love an oil bath.
That was good. I liked that.
I mean, this boy does have a nose. It's like what they were contemplating about the orcs. They have lungs.
They have
Necrons.
lungs.
They have a nose.
They can sniff.
Does the
Yeah.
nose have like sensors?
They
I guess
have,
would be the question. Like the
they have
eyes obviously
software.
have some kind of like, are like cameras, right?
yeah.
Essentially.
From
and then-
there have been a couple Necron books that describe like
Do they
smell. No, they don't eat, but they can they can feel.
Can they eat if they wanted to?
That's where we get into flayed ones.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, but this guy is a definite smash.
I feel like I want to see him from the back. Like I'm curious. He's got such a like fiddled out cape thing. I'm very curious what
he has
that
a
looks
big
like.
back plate.
He seems to be like, yeah, like he's got like a shield or something on there. That's cool.
It's almost like a shield, but it's actually his it's almost like the shoulder pads from the last guy like kind of transferred onto his back.
You know, it'd be really funny if you were making this guy and like, let's say like your friend who you play with the most like plays, I don't know, Space Marines. And like, let's say they play like the wolf people. What are their names? Space Wolves? Wow, that.
Space wolves.
Space. And so rather than putting the little like rock gem thing, you put like a Space Wolf helmet there.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be kind of fun.
I've always had this really fun idea of having an army that is like littered with Space Marine helmets or like whatever faction my friends are playing just everywhere because that's just cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's Smash 2. All right.
Look, wait, you know what we could do? He's like talking to Sauron. He's got the orb. He's staring right into it. That's what
The
kinda looks
Palantir.
like. The Palant. Thank you. I always forget the word.
It's a weird word. That's why I
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would ponder orb.
Would ponder orb.
Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Let us
Dude,
go.
The Canoptic Scarabs.
Smash.
Whoa.
Smash.
Oh, they're little guys.
Smash.
I would smash,
Smash.
but I
Look
don't
at them.
think I would put them on bases. I feel like, is that controversial? Do you have to put them on bases?
To play them, yes, but they're.
Could you put them on like a clear base?
Yeah, probably.
Just because I feel like in this case, because the base is like a similar color, you kind of lose the little scary details, you know?
Mm-hmm. We have a patron who has a Necron army, and they just put scarabs like everywhere on
Yeah.
their Necron models, and there's a lot of people online that do that too, where it's like, I put a little canoptic scarab on the shoulder of my overlord because I think it's his little friend, and like things like that. And it's really
Wendy.
cute. These guys, adorable, absolute smash. They're perfect.
Yeah, I like them. When they come in like the box, I guess they come like individual, and you can like pick how many are on and like change the like positions of where they are on the base and stuff, right? Or are they like grouped up like that?
I don't think they're grouped up, although I'd have
You
to
could
look
put them
at the
all
sprue.
like in just a little tower, like those things in Mario, and you gotta hit the ones on the bottom until it's like.
You stack them on top of each other. Oh my goodness.
I didn't look into that how they come assembled.
Yeah,
I
I'd
feel
have to
like
double check.
knowing what I've seen of Warhammer kits, they'd probably come separate. Like you just break
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So yeah, Smash. We love the little guys, little beetle guys.
Oh, no.
Ava did. Oh yeah, you started out with that. Yeah, that's Smash.
We smash.
Perfect little men.
I
at
smash
them.
them into little pieces. No,
No.
It's okay. We put them back together.
True.
it's true.
They're just
All
like
right.
the Iron Giant. Like, they just beep 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 beep. That was
Fair
my
enough.
put back together noise. I don't know why.
All right, good news.
Good news.
It's time for your boy.
Oh,
Oh,
there
he
is.
looks really tired.
Oh, absolute smash.
Oh,
I hate that it's fine cast, but we're probably getting a plastic one very soon.
right.
Here's hoping,
Smash.
right?
Trazen, my boy, my precious little meow meow, my funny little grandpa. Oh.
So
look
what
at
you have to
him.
do is you get this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a Barbie dream house. And then you make it into like a museum. And you have to play the dream house.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. A lot of people see him as like the Necron character.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the most well known.
Yeah,
which
because
is-
he's an absolute fucking meme lord.
Well, and he
Yeah.
wakes up the earliest, right? So he literally is like spending the most time doing
One of the
stuff.
earliest. Yeah.
He's pretty early. I don't remember if he's like the earliest, but
He's one of the
earliest.
earliest where he's like, but he doesn't really do much other than collect things and explore. So
Was it just the one guy who just didn't go to sleep?
Oh yeah, the Silent King. Yeah, he went to the
Sorry, I'm bad
the
with
edge of
names.
the galaxy. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He didn't go to sleep as like penance for what
The
he did.
choice here of like the blue ribs is very interesting.
Yeah, this is the Nihilic dynasty. This is their color
Whoa.
scheme. It's really interesting. I quite like it a lot. And the guy who designed this dynasty's color scheme actually did a full video of like, hey, do you want to paint like your other Necrons in this color scheme? Here's how you do it. And it's really interesting. I absolutely adore it. I love the turquoise.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color. It's just I wonder how that thought process came about because it's just interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like his pose just on the basis of like someone on YouTube said old man earlier, and it does just look like he's saying, "Get off my lawn."
Get off my lawn.
Kids these days.
I've interpreted it a couple ways. Like, obviously, he's very old. When he went into biotransference, it was described that he was already like quite elderly. That's why he has like the staff and everything. He had like a walking stick in life.
So it's true. He is saying, "Get off my lawn."
Yes. So I like it for that reason. I also like it for the motion of he's reaching for an artifact that you can see on his hip. And I think that's really neat. And I hope that when this kit becomes plastic, it's hopefully got a little more going on. But other than that, and it being fine cast, smash. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love Trazen.
smash.
I love him. He's so good.
It's nothing too complex, but yeah, smash.
I would smash if I can also get the Barbie Dream House because I've always wanted one and I never got one when I was a
If you
kid.
go down to the Games Workshop store, they're just selling it in like a bundle. It's just
They got like
They-
the cool, like, you know, the set pieces that Alex has. You can use those as the walls with the
Yeah.
skulls and shit.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, that'd be rad.
Oh.
The Barbie movie is just Trazen being like, "Hi Barbie, hi Ken, hi Trazen."
There's really cute official art of like Trazen collecting coins. And
Aw.
he's like, look at my little coin collection. And it's adorable.
They're little like crest thingies, the little like coffin shaped things that they all have like on their chests, or some of them have them in other places.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me this weird urge to like make them into, you know, those like Victorian era pendants that you always see that are like usually they're like profiles of beautiful girls.
Right.
And they're like usually done with like porcelain or ivory or something like that. But they're usually the like oval pendants, and then they have like a profile of some like a woman usually. It kind of they make me think of that, and I'm like, I wonder if you could do some kind of like cool looking Victorian era looking.
So what's actually cool about those symbols is that is the marking of their dynasty. So that's the Nihilic dynasty symbol. And if we went back to other named character Necrons, I'm sure that they'll have a unique sigil on their little crest thing.
It's got a little fishbone there too.
All right. Well, I mean, you know what's coming next, right?
Well, we got to get his husband.
What?
Yeah, this was your boy. This is your other boy.
My baby girl, he's got a nose now. He gained a nose.
And this is the model that just got
It
revealed.
just got revealed.
Yeah. I remember yelling Black Mage when this one popped up.
Yes. I think this is such an upgrade. It still keeps the same pose pretty much as the original, but there's just again, there's more going on. I absolutely adore that they took the inspiration from the Infinite and the Divine, where oftentimes Orican is described as a cobra and very snake-like.
Oh.
And they really went with that. It's beautiful. I absolutely adore it. Smash.
I'm
Smash,
curious what his old model looked like. I'm just Googling it.
He don't have a nose.
Oh, he's like bent over.
Yeah, he's holding like his staff in both hands and stuff.
I don't know. I feel conflicted on this one. I recognize it's really cool. It's just not super my aesthetic. So I feel like I would pass. But that's not his fault. That's
No.
my fault.
Yeah.
I'm the
I mean,
loser.
that's fair. You're not a loser.
I do like
looks-
that he's like hovering.
Yeah, he's like on his tail, and he's kind of like
Yeah.
on that rock.
There's a very cool like gravity illusion happening here.
Mm-hmm. And this is the guy who, in lore, warned the Silent King, like, hey, biotransference isn't a great idea. We're probably going to lose our souls. And the Silent King was like, yeah, whatever. And then he did it
And then
anyway.
the Silent King was like shocked Pikachu face.
Exactly.
Wait, I just found
Exactly.
shocked Pikachu face but Necron by accident. I just looked over at my screen and it was right there. Hang on. I'm sending it. Look at this, guys. Tell me this isn't shocked Pikachu face.
That's that's him. That's
That's
our
him.
boy.
That's all we're gonna do.
You did what?
Beautiful.
Yeah, so smash me, smash John, pass Kari.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
fair
just on
one.
aesthetic preference.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I want to save my money for different models.
That's fair.
Okay, for the next one, we're going back in time a little bit.
Oh,
Back in time.
And I don't mean because it's a chronomancer. We already did that one. So,
Oh my
Holy
god.
mother of
No.
Mecca.
No.
Oh,
no.
pass.
No, pass.
Pass.
Oh,
Pass.
this is when they were still Terminators. No.
Oh,
Not
look at him. It looks like
only-
he got squished a little bit.
Yeah.
not only were they Terminators, I think they can also be technically categorized not as Necrons until for a little bit later. These were also, I think, technically Chaos androids.
Yes, they were, baby. Oh man. Oh god. Pass. Get it out of my face. I don't want to look
Why
at
is
it
he so
anymore.
grumpy?
Everything. If you go back far enough, every single Games Workshop mini is angry as this guy is. That's why the Space
This
Marines
guy's
look like
got a
little angry
t-shirt.
pigs.
That says, I miss the Necron dynasty I used to know.
Make Necrons great again, brother.
And yes, they weren't even originally Necrons, as we implied. Chaos androids were demonically possessed.
Possessed.
robots.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Get it out of my face.
He looks a little bit like, I feel like he could roll like a battle droid.
He's
Like,
a little round, isn't he?
They're
He's
a little
bit-
Goron shaped. You know what I mean? Like, limbs are longer, but like that center of gravity is the same.
I'm glad we're all in agreement. Yes, I had passed as well, but I
Hate
figured
this
I'd
guy.
throw you for.
But
I
I'll
figured I'd
giggle.
throw a crow.
He doesn't
curveball
even
here.
fit on his on his
Sean,
stand thing.
Get him
What a-
out of here. I don't want to look at him anymore.
Very well, very well.
He's
Move
doing
on
the
to-
robot.
I want to move on, but Kari keeps making jokes.
Sorry.
All right,
We can
all
keep
right,
going.
all
We can keep
right.
going.
Let's back to the good stuff. Back to a named character.
Oh, Imhotep, my boy.
Ah.
Why did they get rid of his black chest? His chest used to be black like Trazen's is turquoise, and now it's silver. I don't know why. I guess it's like a painting thing. Like, that's not a huge deal, but, you know.
I suppose it's. I mean, realistically, I guess it's up to whoever. You know, if you buy it, it's. But I guess like the box art is kind of the not recommended, but is like the canon.
Yeah, it's
Quote
the
unquote?
quote-unquote canon.
Like, who paints? Do we know who paints the box art models? Is there like a guy?
I don't think there's like a credit for it.
Oh, it's just like they're artists.
Yeah.
Oh, big oof.
Now, this model is great, and it's beautifully sculpted and everything, but I have a bit of a controversial opinion.
Uh oh.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. I like the
Oh,
old
it's
one better.
Algone.
I kind of like the old one better. Like, yeah, it's fine cast and everything, but like, I think he looks a lot more menacing and like just kind of like what his vibe is. And like Imhotep, we kind of touched upon him in the Necron video, but he'll get his own episode at some point. He's a bad guy. He's not a good dude.
Oh.
He doesn't like the Silent King, and he's also like probably the most powerful Necron at the same time in terms of like manpower.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
like he's often described by other Necrons as like the worst possible person you could ever be around because like
He's super toxic.
yeah, he's
You tell
really
him about your new
toxic.
interest, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I knew a girl who tried that. It's harder than you might think."
Yeah, I really like the new one. Don't get me wrong, and I think it's good that he's in plastic now, but yeah, there was a lot of personality in the old one, I think.
I didn't know you could shove that much materia into your gear.
There's a lot. And like it's just his little waistcloth. There's so much.
Well, there's a bunch on his shoulders and his head and his hand and his weapon's got like 3 of them.
We are going to be static raiding. I need to min-max.
I don't have my guys. I'm not a crafter.
Fool.
Honey, can you please put all my materials? Don't break it. If it breaks, it's your fault.
It's hard to see, but if you look at the little fold of his weird hexagon cloak, there is a tiny little scarab on his cape. Do you see it?
Like right in the back?
Yeah, there's a tiny little scarab.
I see
and
2 of them.
Oh, do you see a second one?
Yeah, there's one. This might just be me seeing something that's not there, but it looks like I see one on the fold and one right behind the staff close to the bottom.
Yeah, I see it. Oh. Now that part I like. I like that he's got little guys crawling around. But personally, I'm going to give it a pass. Not like out of the sculpt or anything, but just I kind of like the old one better.
That's fair.
I honestly, I don't like the old one. I'm gonna be real.
That's fair.
I'm gonna say smash on this one, on the new one. Like something about how his head is sculpted, where you can actually like see the mouth for one thing on this one.
Yeah, the other one, it's like if he was barking out commands, it's like
My legions.
No.
What did he say?
I don't know, something about the genocide.
Whatever.
feel
Let's
like
go back
this-
to sleep.
Whatever, I'm taking a nap.
Back to sleep.
I feel like this one makes me intrigued from a creative level. I'm looking at this one and I'm like, I wonder if I could make his cape look digital. As if like, what's his name's cape from Spider-Verse, how it like
Miguel.
appears and disappears. Like I wonder if you could like play with it to make it look like it's almost like transparent and like partially there, partially not, just kind of the way it's looking. And like I like the idea of doing like even different gemstones or something in the slots. And then, his hand is up so he can snap while he's like, oh,
I was about to say, are you implying an infinity gauntlet?
yeah. I don't know. I feel like this model I smash, but like it's because I feel like it looks really fun to paint.
No, I totally get that. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm alone with like, I kind of like the vibe
You're
of the
never
old
alone.
one. No, you're cute. Shush.
I'm just over here third wheeling.
Ohana means family. Family means don't leave John behind.
It's true.
Next up, get an unnamed character.
Oh, look at him. Oh.
What a distinguished little guy.
What's going on with this skull? Is it bleeding? What the hell?
No, I think it's just like some battle damage. I like it less than the Overlord model.
Sure.
Because the Overlord model looks like he's kind of calling his forces, like, come to me, soldiers. And this guy's just kind of standing there, which that's not a bad thing per se, but I kind of wish it was more dynamic.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, the
sculpt,
biggest
though.
thing that's also setting him apart from the normal Necron stuff, normal Necron warriors, is his cape and those little things above his head.
I do like the cape. I do like
Yeah.
the cape a lot.
I gotta say, no idea what the cape looks like.
That's fair.
From this angle,
Yeah, it's
Maybe I
not.
should've
It's not
got-
the best photo for seeing.
no, it's
the
not.
back,
but it looks
but
like it's still like those little.
It almost
tomb
looks like a
symbols,
little
except-
wing, which is kind of a cool.
Yeah, and I like his gun, so I'd smash.
Kari, really quick.
Oh.
This is what it
Ooh.
looks like.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I would say smash, personally.
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, I
If
like
we were doing
it.
like a tier list, I would put it in like a B.
I like it, but again, I think I would pass just on personal aesthetic. But I think it's really cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Necron scales, Necron scales. Let's all tell some Necron tales.
No. All right. Next one isn't actually a model, but it's a character that I like a lot as far as the Necrons go, and that is
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Amarkun.
Let the Legions Rise.
Amarkun.
So the Emperor is a lot more dried out than I thought. I figured it was at least flesh.
So this is the Necron protagonist for Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2.
Whoa,
which is
you just said a
mouthful.
word I never thought I'd hear in
I know,
Warhammer. That was my whole
Um,
joke in the first episode.
He's pretty neat. He's pretty neato. John, you have more experience with him than I, because I'm not good at Battlefleet Gothic, so I mainly just watch the cutscenes to get that story. So you have more to talk about Amarkun than I do.
Yeah, I will admit a little personal bias in including Amarkun here, because he is probably the coolest character in the game as far as I can.
Oh, whoa!
As far as I can recall,
he definitely has the best intro.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the first thing we did was quote.
Exactly.
To let the legions rise, Amarkun. Unleash the power of the Neferu. You know, you already know what he's about. You know, when you get into it. Yeah. It also helps that he decides to basically kill his boss.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the dream.
As a Nemesaur do, he becomes the
That's the anti-work subreddit.
Yeah.
I think that he's allowing his little subordinates here to like gaze upon his feetsies.
Exactly. You must kiss the royal feet. No, don't do that.
No, don't do
that.
Stop. That's weird.
Yeah, absolute smash for Amarkun. That's my boy.
He's cool. He's cool. Yeah.
If
it wasn't a smash. Yeah.
Look at him. He's forcing his subjects to ponder his orb as well.
Necrons have a thing for pondering orbs.
Really like pondering.
They're like,
orbs.
how is it? They don't quite understand spheres because of like they're very jagged, and they're like, how does it just round?
If you give a Necron a Fushigi, they'll just have fun for the next 10,000 years.
I don't.
All these spheres make a cube.
No, that can't be true. For truth?
Whoa.
No.
And also, shout out to the shoulders.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once again, best shoulders so far, if I do say so myself.
What do these guys do if there's like water terrain?
Walk.
Sink?
Yeah, they just walk at the bottom of the ocean like Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, that's rad. That's rad.
No, right?
Like
walk.
hippos.
Yeah, like hippo. Oh.
Hippos.
Why must you
the secret
terrify
fact.
me with hippos once more?
They're so cute.
They're so cute.
As long as you go nowhere near them.
It's true. Cute, adorable little animals. Wow, you could crush my head easier than breathing. Oh my god.
More than that.
Haha.
Just rip, bye-bye.
Rip and tear. The hippo lifestyle.
F in chat for...
Cabela's had it right
With your
having a
babies
hippo
is so...
as a boss battle.
What?
Oh yeah.
Who's a hippo in a boss battle?
There's a Cabela's game where there's a hippo boss fight and it has like phases.
I remember in Age of Mythology, one of the like monsters you can get with a cheat code was like a hippo that spewed hearts and it flew.
That's crazy.
I know. I don't know why.
Right.
I always went for the
How did we get from
phoenixes.
Necrons to hippos?
I don't know. Let's move on.
Don't ask ADHD people to retrack.
Let's move on, John.
It's like explaining how you get from the beginning of an episode of The Simpsons to the end. Like, I don't know.
That's fair. At one point, Homer's getting a new job. At the next, his evil overlord is being destroyed in his fortress. Anyways.
And Ainz is like, oh, that's how Homer gets killed by Albedo.
I like the little chair he's got.
Yeah, it looks comfy. Lazy boy, you know?
Some Necrons have old habits that they don't need to do, but they do it out of habit.
Like sneezing? That would be funny.
Sneezing, rubbing your chin.
What if there was one Necron that always sneezed, and then one day one of the other Necrons was like, why are you doing that? And he was like, oh.
That's what happened to the Novak dynasty. They got corrupted by Nurgle, and they were like...
Oh.
It's a shame there's not more lore on that part.
There's
Because that is one of the things I fact-checked.
Games Workshop, give us more lore on the Novak dynasty. They seem really cool.
They have a cool name, too.
Yeah, Novak.
Okay, next up we have...
I hate it.
Whoa.
I hate it.
Whoa.
I hate it.
What
I
is
hate
happening?
It. That's a locust destroyer.
Okay.
I hate it.
I have several questions.
I hate this.
What's
Locust
going on
thing.
here?
So they're supposed to hover.
No leggies?
No leggies. They hover. I fucking hate these
Why
things.
hover like that? He's got a little magic carpet like draped over his little hover machine.
So the idea is that they're like these guys you send in if you want everything to die, including like the matter of like the soil and the grass.
They're an extermination crew.
Yes, exactly. That's what these guys' jobs are. But
I mean, you send them in for that, but it's not necessarily by design they do this. They are just crazy.
no, they're just
Are they
insane.
just Daleks?
Kind of. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I figured it out, guys. What is this negative?
they want to kill everything living around them, even as far down as the microbes in the soil.
That do sound like Dalek-y.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. I just hate the hovering centaur scarab
It's
body.
giving me Shelob if you cut all their legs off.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Which it just seems cruel.
It's a pass for me. I get the appeal, but it's not for me personally.
I kind of like his little, like, half mask. He looks a little bit like the Phantom of the Opera.
I'm trying to remember whether or not that was also part of the older designs. Was the half mat? I don't think it was.
Necrons do theaters, so Phantom of the Opera is on the
Oh,
table. It's probably a little short
the
for them.
Necrons is here and shooting everything up.
Pew 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 pew.
You pass. I smash.
That's
Yeah.
fair. To each their
I like
own.
the gun again.
The gun is good. I like the gun a lot.
Do they just hover like 10 inches above the ground, or can they like go up and down and like fly around?
That's unclear. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's tactically very important.
I think it's best to assume they just hover off the ground. Just on the basis of the fact that there hasn't been any instances of them like going up in the air and then
Because, like,
I don't
let's not forget the time the entire tactic shifted when suddenly the Dalek was like, elevate, elevate.
That's what this guy did.
Oh shoot, they can go upstairs now.
How do you feel about it, love?
I feel like I pass.
That's fair.
I don't hate it. It's just not really my aesthetic.
Yeah, that's the same.
It's
Fair
cool.
enough.
I like that it's different, though.
Yeah,
like,
it's very different.
certainly this is like the most different design. Like they've kind of stepped away from the like purely human
Yes.
archetype. I was going to use the word skeleton as in like the like base of a design, but like literally.
They're not humanoid as much.
Yeah, they're almost more like centaur-y.
Yeah. For that uniqueness, I like it a lot, but personally, it's a pass.
Yeah, just aesthetically, it's not my thing, but it is cool. Like
Yeah.
from a design point of view, very, very cool.
Yeah.
I also like the big ass gun.
The gun is by
We love
far
a
the
big
best
ass
part.
gun, like a Dark Knight gun.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what if he did the Dark Knight victory pose with, where he just whips it around with just his wrist,
Oh,
like Cloud?
I wouldn't like that.
Crazy. If he could do that while still firing it, unstoppable.
Next up, we have the other type of destroyer.
I
Oh,
love
look at
these
him.
guys. I love these
Oh, he's got
little.
little
I love these little dudes. They're
Aw.
so absolutely adorable.
He's got a job to do.
He does have a job to do, and boy howdy is he gonna do it.
He looks like a lumberjack.
It also helps that we watched Pariah Nexus yesterday.
Yeah, he looks like he's out gathering. He's like, I'm a Necronjack and I'm okay.
No.
I shoot all night and I chop all day.
Yeah, well, he's definitely a melee unit. I don't think he does any shooting.
I chop all night and I
absolutely
slash all day.
adore That his hands just become the glaive. Like it's so good.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
good detail, good detail.
It's so good. Absolute smash. I love this boy.
Yeah. Smash.
Yeah, I smash. I like him. I just had an intrusive thought of making him into like an Ursula type thing, but
Well, hold your thought because if this guy is here, I have a feeling I know what's next.
oh boy.
I
oh boy.
don't think you do,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no. The axe looks a lot like the like best Sheikah weapon. You know, the like axe sword.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, you could definitely do like a whole Sheikah design with these dudes, especially with like the glowing blue. Absolutely.
That'd be kind of a cool idea.
Absolutely.
That was me trying to do that little Sheikah sound effect, and it was nothing like it. I'm just kind of.
I know the Necron aesthetic is usually green, like from some of the glowy bits, but I think for this model in particular, I think it would be cool if it was red.
Oh yeah, like there's different particularly in the Twice Dead King, there's like a couple Necron characters that are from different dynasties, and one of them is he's described as almost a Snow White, his metal body, but his glowy bits are actually like bright orange. And I quite like that look.
Is there a reason it's usually green? Like
It's dependent on the dynasty. The dynasties that you see are either the Silent King's boys, who are like this, they're copper and green glowy bits, or they're Imhotep the Stormlord's boys, who are silver with green glowy bits. Those are just the two main ones.
Interesting.
But yeah, there's like Novak Dynasty is like pretty silver. They've got green glowy bits, but their face masks are red.
Okay.
The Mefrit Dynasty is like a dark gray with orange glowy bits, and so on and so forth. But with Necron creativity, like, the sky's the limit. You could do so much with all of these boys and all the details that they have. Very, very customizable. I love Necrons.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up, we have these
my
boys.
funny little skin men. Oh, look at
Ed
them.
Gein.
Oh, my funny little skin boys.
Robots.
I have also heard nightmarish tales of putting these guys together as models.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially
I wonder why.
how their knife finger things are sharp and they will hurt you.
Okay. Can I, please,
Mm-hmm.
rather than painting it as if it's flesh,
Mm-hmm.
paint it like it's glittery fabrics?
I mean,
And like they're just trying to look nice for the drag show.
the guy with the hand hanging off of him, you might have to do some...
That's a glove.
Okay, sure, a glove. Yeah. No,
That's a cute glove. It's like a boa.
you know what?
Like a fluffy
Absolutely.
boa.
Give them...
I'm going to make drag Necrons.
Drag Necrons, give them a little
Hello,
stage.
hello.
Give them a little stage, and they,
Um,
they walk out.
The King Necron is just going to be RuPaul.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. I think other than the building, these guys are just so unique in their look. Like, there's no mistaking this guy apart from a Necron warrior. You know what I mean?
I mean, give it a couple weeks. That'll rot off.
Well, that's what. Well, they need to find new flesh to eat. They hungry.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
How are they hungry?
They have a curse.
Okay.
they're a little bit crazy too, Kari.
It make them hungry. They want to become skin again.
They have the sensation.
Yes.
Oh, so they're titans that aren't shifters yet.
Kind of. There's quite a horrifying bit in one Necron book where there is a flayed one who is smashing its faceplate into a
He's
pile
Smasher
of
Fast.
meat until it is like nothing, and he's just getting frustrated because he can't actually eat it. It's very disturbing.
So they just drape themselves in it because they can't eat it.
Kinda. They're kind of like cosplaying as if they're, they still got the skin parts.
Right.
It's very
But what if it
disturbing.
was just fashion?
You know what? You can paint it as that, and that'll work.
Somebody in the comments is going to get mad.
I don't
And you
think
know
so.
what? Die mad. I always really like the weapon style of like long, sharp nails in
Mhm.
some way. Like, in like the old, not Wolverine, but the lady who shows up and she has like the same thing as Wolverine, but it like comes out of the tips of her fingers in like the old movies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I never saw them.
Am I making any sense? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I
There-
saw those either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically like claws, like weapon claws. I've always thought those are really like Freddy Krueger kind of very cool. That
Yeah.
said, I don't feel like I would unless I went for the very creative route. I don't think I really jive with these guys.
I honestly don't either.
I go with a smash just because I like the creepy aesthetic, and also I
Yeah.
read The Twice Dead King, and these guys play a very big part in that novel. Both
Right.
of them, very good. I like
This is
them.
where Vanderpump Rules is going.
Oh,
There's Stassi,
the re-
there's Sheena.
The reunion looking different this time around.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're a worm with a flesh stash.
Oh,
All right, moving on. By special request.
Holy moly, look at him.
Enrique, from everything I've read.
Amric?
No, Enrique.
Tall boy.
Enrique the Traveler, as far as I know, is
Uh-huh.
like the chillest Necron. He's going around going, hey guys, do you want to like help me and like unify us so that we can like actually stand a chance against all of these threats to us? And if they say no, he's like, all right, man, that's all right. And he like moves on and he's just going around helping people.
Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, no. No, because up to now I'm Big Smash.
We
Don't
have
unfortunate.
to put a F in chat.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Because
Shut up.
his data
Shut up.
sheet has been removed from the Necron Codex. So Enric here currently is not playable in the tabletop.
What if you use your imagination?
I mean, you could just put him on the board and be like, this is my Necron Overlord. And like, who's gonna say no?
What if I just slap down an Ainz Al Ghul figure and I say, this is my Necron Overlord?
I don't know about that.
What if, okay, hear me out,
difference.
guys. Hear me out, guys. Okay, I go into a Warhammer tournament, right?
Okay.
Right? Here I go, right?
All right. Okay.
Okay. You guys watching? Wait,
Your
am I
camera's
sharing my
on.
screen? Yeah.
Oh,
my
wait,
camera's
what?
on. Okay, so I'm like, okay, ready? Okay. This is my Necron warrior.
You can't do
Let's
that.
fucking go.
It's not GW
Why
plastic.
not? She's pretty.
It's not
I wanna
GW
play
plastic.
Oh, because they got a special plastic.
No, it's just a weird
You know what
thing.
holds back the world of art and science? Trademarks.
Business, corporation.
Capitalism.
It's true.
Yeah, you could just say business and capitalism in general.
So I hope one day this kind boy returns because I quite like him. I love the blue glow. Absolute smash. Look at him.
I really want to see him chopping wood, but hear me out, not with the lance. I just want him to have a piece of wood on either side of his head, and he's just kind of leaning back and forth. Or you could paint them as like cat ears. He's a Makote.
Oh, Enric here, my precious little meow meow.
It actually kind of looks like the like Mickey ears you get at Disneyland.
Enric seems cool, like as a character. The only thing I take issue with on his model is the weapon.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I've seen art of him, and I know it's like that, but it just doesn't seem to have a lot of detail going on, especially like the blade part of it. That's my biggest
Compared to the
criticism.
other ones. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I like
I
the
get
shape
that.
of it. Like I like the silhouette of the weapon.
Yeah,
I think
Oh, yeah.
the offset lance with like
that's-
whatever the
that's
ball
cool.
is doing, that's
The
really cool.
halberd.
But I see what you mean with like it's got a little less detail.
Yeah, they're going for a halberd design, and it's kind of doing it, but it's a little
Yeah.
odd. Though, if he does come back in plastic, I'm sure his weapon will probably get touched up because Oricon's was very much like that in a similar sense of like you kind of looked at his weapon in his old Finecast model and go like, oh, I mean, I guess it's a staff, and the new one like it's a lot more. There's things happening.
Men
There's like a spell
walking around the woods,
going on.
find a stick. I guess it's a staff.
It's a staff now.
That's how it works. That's the rule. You have to find a stick.
So I say smash for Enric here.
Yeah, I smash. I like him.
Yeah, I'm kind of 50-50 on that one. Like I said,
He's also kind
lean-
of given like sex eyes. I don't
leaning
know.
towards pass, honestly.
That's fair.
No, that's fair. Assuming the plan is that he's going to get a new model, I would be very interested to see it because I feel
Yes.
like I'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Now we're going to move on to a couple vehicles. I think I may have one. Oh, well, yeah, there's one more
Oh,
after
the
this.
croissant.
Look at it. It looks like it's going to grab something, like it's going to close.
Yeah, it's got little like grabby laser things. Oh, Night Scythe.
It is technically a transport.
Oh, Night Sides. You are just. I always go back and forth in my head whether or not I like them, and I think I do. I think I do like Night Sides a lot. They're very unique for a ship design.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think overall, I would say smash. I like these.
Yeah, well, I smash as well.
No, this is cool. I smash. I like it.
All right. Next, we have
Oh,
Ooh.
the Death
Well,
Marks.
funny little
guys.
men. Oh, look at them. Funny little men in goils. Oh, I love as a sniper unit. Very
Yeah.
cool. I love
My
them.
brain definitely registered the little balls as tennis balls. And I had this idea of like a Nerf battle.
They
Oh
do
my
kind of
God.
look like Nerf guns. The guns are either here or there, but the
yeah,
model
like
overall,
the scopes don't really gel with
You
me,
don't
but
need-
everything else.
All snipers in your army.
I think the helmets really save it for me, though. I adore
Yeah,
it.
oh, 100%. They're marching up like they're gonna rectify the anomaly of my continued existence.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a smash from me. These guys are awesome.
Smash.
I feel conflicted on smashing only because in my mind, as Necrons, maybe a little generic
Yeah, I understand
just
that.
to my eye. I don't know. I feel like I need to read more Necron stuff and like understand more how their armies kind of work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm a pass, but I could be swayed.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I just like the fact that like they as kind of a notation of how they're unique from the rest of the Necron army, because Death Marks are like assassin units, like they're snipers, obviously. So to denote that, they got the unique faceplate going on, the little white faceplate.
It kind of looks like two of them have like a side haircut.
I could see that. You mean the two on the right?
Oh,
Yeah.
It is not a phase.
It is fashion.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. What if there was a Necron K-pop group?
There is a
Oh, we gotta make it.
there is a character. There's a character in the Twice Dead King called Lysaikor, who is a Deathmark who insists on being called a duke and not like a lord or anything. And in the audiobook, I love how the narrator has him talk, because whenever Lysaikor talks, he's like,
Oh yes, my king. I can absolutely do that for you.
and he's like always just kind of like, I don't know if I trust you, Lysaikor.
Yeah, that's some Grey Worm energy. Or not Grey Worm. What is wrong with my brain today? I can't remember anything.
Worm tongue.
Yeah, thank you. Worm Tongue. We love Grey Worm. We stand Grey Worm. Worm Tongue, on the other hand, he's working for Little Tomato. No, he's not. I'm all mixed up.
I've lost the plot.
You ever
completely.
seen this guy eat a tomato?
Crazy. I call it Little
Crazy.
Denethor. What the?
Oh, Denethor. Not even the king of Gondor. Can't believe it.
I still have no idea. The most unbelievable part of those movies is that he managed to continue screaming while on fire the entire way. And like, you look at the actual like plot out map route of where he ran, it's like a kilometer at least.
Bro was running a marathon, and boy,
Listen,
did he do it.
I have so much voice training, I don't think I could maintain yelling that long, and I'm known for screaming.
Oh, okay. Let's get back into
Oh.
it. Let's move on.
We gotta move on from Little Tomato.
All right, moving on. The
I
monolith.
fucking hate this thing.
I know. Oh, okay. I know what's happening. Okay, so they got Piece of the Catan and they put it in there, right?
Not quite.
Damn it.
Not,
That was so good.
Not these ones, but yes,
This
very
looks
similar
like-
model.
And John, you will know what I'm talking about. Ava, you will not yet. It looks like the Pandorica,
You're not wrong.
right?
You're not wrong.
Summon
it-
the monoliths.
Like, I know who's in there.
Yeah, I know.
No
who's in there.
spoilies.
Yeah, of course not.
In the
So-
wise words of River Song. Spoilers.
So monoliths you could describe as like a spawn room.
A spa room?
Spawn, like a
Nah.
respawn room.
Nah. I like there's a steam bit in there.
Well-
and a bathtub.
Well, if you look,
Nice oil wrap.
well, if
I'm
you-
sorry. I'm going to be with Kari on this one.
Oh. Well, if you, I do like one detail, and that's the Necron actually coming out of like the gate at
Yeah.
the front. That's really
That's
cool.
cool.
That's cool.
Um,
Yeah.
I also, whatever is climbing up on top there.
So that's one of the canoptic. It might be a spider. I'm not actually sure at this angle, but it is a canoptic creature. It's like our friend
A
with
creature.
the with the cryptech.
Ah,
Overall, I think it's fine.
so it's like a spawn point.
It's like a spawn point. Yeah. The Necrons put this down, and here come their boys through the gate.
Right.
And they're just gonna
Right.
keep coming until you get rid of that monolith.
So tactically, it's very important and very useful.
Yes. In lore, they're very important. On tabletop, oh boy. They
Like, you want to have
no.
one or two of these? Oh, no,
No.
not so much?
They're not great.
Oh, okay.
They're not
well, then
worth how
pass.
they cost. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the monoliths. It's not really my thing. Lore-wise, I think they're cool. Model-wise, meh. I give it a pass.
it sits in the category of I would put this in a fish tank.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it is aesthetically very cool, but I probably wouldn't pay the amount that it costs.
Yeah,
and then want to spend the time painting it.
I'm not paying MSRP for this thing.
What is MSRP? Market spending percent?
Market sale price.
Oh, that would make more sense.
Manufacturer suggested retail price
there we
is $185.
Yeah, I'm not paying that for this.
I could do other things with that money that I feel like I'd be happier about. But again, very cool. Like, props to the sculptor. It's a really detailed, intricate, like, you can tell they thought about what was happening. I see the scene.
No, it's very cool.
I think we should put little cucumbers on this guy's eyes. Just to show how relaxed he is. Maybe give him a fresh mani-pedi.
I just came from the spa monolith. Oh my god. Best day I've had in a millennia.
You deserve, treat yourself, guys.
Treat yourself.
That's brilliant. All right, I think we move on that. Now this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, the Tesseract Vault.
That guy looks not so good. The Tesseract?
The Tesseract Vault.
I didn't know that was just a word you could use.
So there's a lot going on here. There's a canoptic thing on the sides, as you can see, or maybe they're not even canoptics, but they look it. But they're all here to keep this Catan inside. This little Jax Taylor friend just in there. And boy howdy, is he having a fun time.
How long has he been in here?
Oh, 65
Long enough.
million?
He can't move, right?
Not of his own will.
So
No.
how the hell does he have an 8-pack?
So they made those metal bodies, right?
Uh-huh.
The Necrons gave him the 8-pack.
Because do you know how many crunches I do? That's just not fair. I want to
So-
be an infinitely powerful being.
So, tabletop thing here. People buy this kit just
Right.
to get the transcendent Catan on the inside.
Oh, really?
They don't care about the rest of it because the Catan is by far like one of the best things Necrons can play. And
Uh-huh.
people really wish that you could just buy the Catan separately and then just buy the Tesseract Vault as like a set piece if you wanted it.
Yeah. So how does this work? They're like,
So it's like all together, but then it
Mhm.
spreads apart to reveal the guy inside.
right. And then it's like siphoning his like power somehow?
It's like a prison
Oh, a tesseract is just a shape. Oh, okay. I was thinking of it in the
in the Marvel.
sci-fi
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, like, I'm fascinated to like have a look inside this model because it looks like the inside there is incredibly intricate.
This is why I think this would be excellent as a set piece for a desk or something because this is a scene. This is
Yeah. Rather than the manger with baby Jesus. You just throw a couple lambs in front of this guy and you're done.
ignoring tabletop stuff and just going with what the model is. Absolute smash. This is
As a
such
piece of art.
cool-
Very cool.
Yeah, very very cool.
I don't think I would buy it,
Mm-hmm.
but I would stare, like, I would gaze at it fascinatedly. I don't know what's happening. Where does his neck go?
His neck.
His neck's wrong. You know, I know it's Necron, but like.
I think I just have nerves.
I also like that the little like details on the outside look like little Necron faces,
Yeah.
kind of. Is it just because I know that they like with the Catan they like split them into pieces, right?
Yeah, so this is like a shard of a Catan.
Yeah,
And it's still powerful enough to destroy everything it sees.
It's true.
yeah, cool, very cool. Oh, I just realized it looks like it's like a cool spider thing on top, or is it just like a cage and I'm just seeing a cool spider thing?
It might be a cool spider thing. I'd have to look closer at it to actually understand.
Yeah, unfortunately, this photo I got from GW was not very high resolution,
Yeah.
but it's the one they had.
Yeah.
It's interesting that on top, and I wonder if this is the first occurrence of this, that they have the Zonai swirl.
Yeah, I think it's just like a little canoptic creature, like there to keep it in check. Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that. Remember in Spider-Verse, the like cool spider thing that was like the dimension shifter or whatever you would call it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that thing, kind
I
of.
liked that.
That was very cool, but I was like, I do not want that touching me.
No.
It took me too long to realize that those were like tentacles coming down from around. The
Yeah.
I very much would love to see this particular figure in person, but I don't think I would buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I'm
where
there
I sit.
too. I'm mostly
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
talking from an art piece stance. Like,
Yeah,
This is Smash
yeah.
For me.
Art-wise, this is super cool.
Also, pain in the ass to assemble and paint. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 I just have to refresh the slideshow because there's one.
Oh,
picture
No
yeah.
I
worries.
had.
Oh,
Holy mother
don't
of...
Shh. You didn't see that.
I
Oh,
didn't see that quite yet.
okay. Watch this, guys. I'm an actor.
Last but not least, we have.
Holy
Oh.
mother of... Look, it's just like it's the first time I saw it.
I have always loved this model. There's
It's beautiful.
so much happening, and it's so good. It's our boy Zarek, the Silent King himself.
Oh,
And
okay.
boy, does he earn that title. Like, everything about this is just so big. I think that's the best word to describe it. It's just very big.
I like that my inner thoughts are on the very top.
Yeah.
That's another Catan shard.
So everything from like the imprisoned Catan up there to like this being his throne to him with his giant cape that's draping down over the stairs. It's
Yeah.
hovering on like this lightning energy, the little pillars that follow him, the two Necrons beside him that are like his advisors or whatever. Like, it's so gorgeous.
This would make an incredible fish tank.
It's true.
I also just really, really like what the painter has done with this
Yes.
particular piece. This
Yes.
blue, like the blue-green, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's pretty great.
It's kind of actually reminding me of, and it would be cool. Actually, I'm having a okay, hear me out. Imagine you did a Necron army, but like in the style of like Disney's Atlantis. Like, you know how they have like the cool rock figures of all the kings with the glowy like lines that go through it and stuff?
Yeah.
Like if it was more of almost a stone than like a metal, if you played with that. I could see that being really cool with a piece like this.
That sounds really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So is this guy always above this guy's throne? Because this is his throne?
assuming the throne is fueled by the Catan. It's like a battery.
Would make sense, yes.
Does the Catan, like, can it communicate?
It can try,
It looks like it's like
probably.
crying.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, no. Well, the Catan. None of the Catan are happy to be in the position they are in right now. Let's be clear.
I'm wondering if you could have a scenario where the Catan is up there and it's like Bob the Skull. And every now and then they're like, what do you think we should do? Yeah, but like tactically right now. Okay, but if we get taken out, like they're not going to treat you any better. Okay, well, if you're not going to be helpful, I'm putting the dome back down.
Derek is talking to the Catan again. He always does this.
Go fish.
Listen. Zarek got real lonely out there at the edge of the galaxy.
You gotta be lonely to like deal with the only company is like a screaming immortal soul.
Well, that's not quite true now, is it? Because he also has to each of his sides the two servants that speak for him. For Zarek himself is silent. He never
is
talks.
the Silent King.
Oh, he actually never says anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Are his vocal actuators broken? Or is it's a choice?
I think it's mostly a choice.
Right.
Either way, his two servants know his will and speak for him.
He's literally texting them.
Yeah.
Telling them what to say. No,
He's got a little whiteboard. He quickly writes things down. Go fish.
Yeah, everything about this model is gorgeous. Absolute smash. Probably next to a couple other select few, one of the best models Games Workshop ever has made. It's so incredible.
I fear a slight breeze coming at the two side pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what those are about. I'm assuming they have a gameplay element of some kind.
Probably.
But
With some
I'm not
energy
I never looked at this. I never looked at
making
the
go
stats.
in the right placers.
This model does fit into the category of don't look at it, don't touch it, Don't
What do you-
breathe on.
Oh, I see.
Don't
What you're
even.
saying. It's very delicate.
It's gonna smash if you think about it. Don't look at it.
I mean, parts of it look semi-stable.
The
at least.
fact
I mean,
that
not...
it's all hovering on these little lightning bolts.
Yeah, that is true. And I guess those little like metal pylons going down.
Yeah.
And
the metal
also the
pylons
fact
help.
that the little lightning bolts like are lightning shaped. Like otherwise I would be like, you could like put a pin through it and make it a lot more stable. And I
Mhm.
suppose you still could do that, and you could just
You
like
can.
paint the pin a neutral color to like be as not noticeable as possible.
It's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely feels like the ultimate fish tank piece.
Don't look at it. Don't think about it.
But yeah, I smash hardcore.
Yeah, smash. All right, that concludes.
Oh, we did it. Oh, we did it.
That concludes Smash or Pass Necrons edition.
That was very fun. Now we didn't cover all the models, and that's
No,
okay.
if we did, we would be here for.
We'd be here all day, but we went with what John decided would be best. Boy howdy, there's some winners and there's some stinkers. The worst one, by far, that one,
The trash can guy.
the trash can. I hate that thing. I hate it so much. No! Don't show him to me! No!
This guy is why we had the R2 Me Too movement.
No!
He's
Oh my god,
looking
that's the
right
worst
at
joke
you,
I have
Ava.
ever made.
I hate this stupid little guy with his. It's just an onk. There's no. It's not even like a space onk. It's
He
just
looks
an
like
onk.
he could be doing the badger mushroom dance.
Ugh.
Though he's doing
What?
that TikTok dance that all the kids do, where you like your arms go back and forth like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Floss?
I don't know. People do it when they're dressed as like Spider-Man and stuff.
Oh goodness gracious.
He's just he's doing his best.
He's doing. I don't know, man. He could have done better. Fucking look at him. Fuck this guy. I hate it.
It looks like his little middle part is like stained glass. Also, I like his little dumpy bit. They just added that on there. He can't sit down. It's fully round. He would fall over.
John,
Yes.
thank you so much for putting this together. This was an absolute blast to do. I can't wait to see how people react to this because I would love to do more like this. Just going through and looking at these models is really fun. And the fact that we get all of our different perspectives dependent on, like, you know, you're really big into lore. You know a lot more about it than I do. Kari's very new to this stuff, and I know a little bit about the tabletop. So this is quite interesting to
I'm
discuss.
confused.
No, you're not confused.
You can't just say that. It was gaslighting. You're not confused. You're just not trying. That's kind of the shit my dad used to say.
Gaslighting isn't real, my love. Don't you know?
We've all sat at the dining room table when dad just would be like, what is 30 times 7?
That did happen to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
John, can we get a hint about what might be next for our Smash or Pass list?
Smash.
I would love to give you a hint, actually, but I haven't thought about
All demons.
it. Demons, it is.
Oh.
Well, let's do all demons next time. That sounds really fun.
Sure,
Into
that sounds
it.
good.
I like demons.
There's gonna be some real treats in that one, I'm sure. Brilliant. All right.
Okay.
Any closing remarks from you, Kari?
How much does this all cost?